So hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So in this video today, my nephew is going to talk about scholarships, the process of how to obtain a scholarship, and we're going to use his experience to guide you to the steps. So listen in, and I hope this is going to be useful to you. Thank you for tuning in. Watching out there, can you take them through the steps of how to apply to come to a college, to the point where, you know, like from the beginning to the end, somehow where can they start?
So I think where someone can start is the Common App, because so if you just Google Common App, it will take you to the website. So you have to fill in your profile. So the Common App is basically where you put all your information, and then it's like the connection between you and the schools. Okay. So there are a number of schools that use the Common App, especially all of the Ivy Leagues and a lot of these like top schools in the US. They use the Common App.
Okay. So my understanding of Common App is like something for professionals. It's like LinkedIn, where you go put your profile, you know, so that the schools can come and view. They can view your history, your grades, and all that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the Common App, you have to.
And it's an application. It sounds like common. So the COMMON and then app APP. Okay.
Yeah. So Common App, you log in, input your profile, your data, and then out there's not the Common App profile. So you fill. There's a Common App essay that you have to write. So it's an essay, kind of why you essay, like why me essay, or why should the school pick you? Okay. Like, and what do
you want to put in that? Why me? So is it need? Show your need, show your performance, show your community engagement. Is that what it is?
It's normally very tricky to pinpoint because there is no one thing that they want. Okay. When the admission officers talk to you, there's no one thing that you can pinpoint that they want.
But generally,
it's normally just kind of speaking about yourself mostly. So something that you're probably like interests you have, or just something unique, like something unique about you in like 600 words.
Okay. So can you give an example? Like when you say something about you, I'm thinking of something about me. I like doing hair. I like dressing up. Are those things that are important?
So now it depends now how you speak about. Now if you like to dress up or you like doing hair, now you speak about you're now tight. So now, why should they pick you to the school? Or it doesn't have to be like that. You can just speak about you liking to do hair, probably how it has helped you in some way in life, or
how it's helped other people.
You know, just yeah.
So in the end, you have to tie it to what you're trying to get to do in the school. Like if you're trying to be an economist or you do computers, so you speak about. I am imagining you speak about your interest in that sense. Like if for you're doing computer science, right? So for instance, if you are wanting to do computer science or nursing, you want to talk about your interest in what? About what?
Not really actually, because even the prompts themselves, so there are like 7 prompts. First one is, can't remember the first one. I think I can remember like 3. There is one.
So they guide you.
There is one that asks about something about your culture or something. So you can write about your culture, like connecting with your culture and something about that. Okay. I think there's one about an obstacle you've encountered in life. Okay. You can choose that one. Then the last one is normally open. Just like
so they guide you.
Yeah. So there are like six questions that are kind of fixed. Like if you pick, you're answering a question. Then the 7th one, the last one, is normally like if you can't find anything in the 6 questions, just tell us whatever. Anything that you
just make it compelling.
Yeah, just make it compelling for them to pick you.
And personal.
So people write everything all across the board. Some people take the angle of talking about, like if it's math, like how they grew up, like maybe liking math, or maybe how math helped them in some way. You know, thinking differently about different life situations.
Okay.
Some people will just decide to talk about, they'll say like doing hair that you like. People just decide to talk about that and bring it in such a compelling way that you just like them, or it adds up to the application. It really adds value to the application. So it's
storytelling.
Kind of,
Story. So have a compelling storytelling.
So you really have to think through a story. You have to write and send it to like different people to like, you know, get some feedback,
to proofread it for you.
Like when you read this,
it has
you
to
get
have a
some
flow.
value, you get some value about me.
Okay.
So you really have to keep rewriting it.
Okay. So that so that's a common app. Okay.
So that's a common app essay. And then depending on the schools that you pick, the schools also have their school specific essays in the common app. So some have 3, some have 1, 2. Depends on the school. So you also write that essay. And then there's the exams, the SAT or the ACT, SAT or ACT.
So SAT stands for, is it standardized?
I think it's Scholastic Aptitude Test.
Scholastic Aptitude Test. And these tests, they test your math,
English, writing.
And writing.
That's SAT 1. Then there's SAT 2, which is subject tests. So normally SAT 2, it's normally optional in most of the schools. SAT 1 is normally
recommended. Compulsory.
If you're applying through the common app, most of the schools, I think I can just guess all of them. You have to do just the SAT. That was pre-COVID. Right now with COVID, it's been waived. But probably, I don't know, maybe to be back by next year.
So how long does it take to prepare? How long for a Kenyan, because this is kind of like new, or for Kenyan, for African, or from foreign students? What would you say, how long should they take to prepare?
It takes a lot of time because in Kenya, like there's some programs that assist kids to apply. Some of them start in as early as January, and the application is normally in November. So
that's like 9 months.
So that's 9 months. So that's, and still it's sometimes not enough. Sometimes not even enough. I know people who have prepared like 2 years, 3 years, like applying the first time, being unsuccessful the second time, even up to sometimes the third time, or just it's like the first or second time. So it takes a lot of time. So the essay, SAT, what else is in the common app? Essay, SATs, and letters of recommendation from
your school,
teachers. Some schools require like 2 letters from your school or 3 letters. Subject teachers, school counselor. In Kenya, American schools, they have a school counselor. Basically, I don't know what they do because I didn't go here. But from what I now imagine, like they generally like guide students in matters school application or career wise.
So in Kenya, you get what? In Kenya or Africa, you go class teacher
or dom, whatever, the dom master.
Or even maybe the principal. Who knows, right?
Or just maybe a teacher who knew you really well. So
what is needed? What do you think is needed in that recommendation? Like to increase your chances, obviously they need to speak highly of you.
So they really need to show like a personal connection with you. Like they kind of knew you. The teachers, they need to like, it has to be a teacher who knows you. Like
talk about your character. Right?
Character. Of course,
participation, in school,
character,
and you can, guys, you can Google that too. Letters of recommendation, like what is, like you can guide, right? You can guide your teacher or whoever is writing you the recommendation on what should be in that letter.
You can actually, I think they're like, are there samples online? I'm not sure.
You can look it up. You can look up.
But you just need to pick a teacher who really knows you well. So there's the letters of recommendation.
Do they need a stamp? They need a stamp?
So the teacher actually submits to the common app. Like you send there's an invite button that you send the teacher. You send an invite and then they get invited to
so they can type it in even directly.
They can they? I don't know. I don't know how it looks on their site.
I'll look it up myself.
And then there's also what else was there? There is Forgetting something.
Okay, ukikumbuka utasema tu. So okay, so guys, you go to Common App and you'll be guided. So this is really important because for me, sometimes I just tell people to go directly to schools, but with Common App, it's like it's a place where you have all your information, so you don't have to like redo it over and over. Okay.
Also, I would say that admission officers normally tour, like they go to Kenya. They normally, they go to Kenya. They go to like a lot of countries just to advertise the schools. So they hold information sessions.
So look for them.
Yeah, so you should watch out on the websites. The admission officers will come. When they come, purpose to attend. Mostly they are in Nairobi. Sometimes they can go to Eldoret, but mostly Nairobi.
Okay, from the US.
Yeah.
Okay.
So purpose to attend, just like to make a connection, to ask questions in
and
person.
get first-hand information.
And also if you can't attend, just email them. Their emails are normally on the website.
Okay.
If you have like questions, they normally respond. Like
that's
it's just like their work.
Okay.
To just like advertise the school, speak with students, and select students.
Okay.
So you can always email them with questions. They give you resources. Help you.
Can you tell people what type of resources they should look for? I think you've talked of going to YouTube. What information should they search on YouTube?
So YouTube, there are a lot of YouTubers that do like college applications, vlogs.
And probably really do international because it's gonna be
international because
do international because it refers to you.
Yeah.
So international. So YouTube. What are the resources for SAT? What resources should they use?
There's Khan Academy.
Khan Khan Academy
has a lot of resources.
Okay.
There's some other websites maybe also.
Yeah.
But if you just start searching, you can just search like SAT exams.
Okay.
You'll just be led to some websites.
So can you tell people the process from application to like just walk them through the process? After you apply this, they will contact you.
Also the first two rounds like the early decision. So early decision bado inakwanga like eve of November 1st. So you apply to only one school. And it's like a binding agreement. If they pick you, you have to go to that school. Alafu so results natoka like December 15th.
So they condition you to apply only one school?
Yeah, you sign. That if they pick you, you go.
Okay.
Most of them is like that binding agreement.
And is this for Ivy League schools only or for all colleges?
Most colleges on the Common App.
Oh, so they want you to commit.
Yes.
Okay. So that's early decision. Okay. And then
there's early decision and restrictive early action. It's kind of the same.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what's the difference? Restrictive early action, I think. I don't remember the difference, but
we'll look it up.
Princeton.
Restrictive.
A few schools, like 4 or 5 schools up.
Okay.
It normally has some condition.
Okay.
I've kind of forgotten. Like you think you can apply just something small, but normally on average, just like you just apply to one school for that's ED or restrictive early action.
Okay.
And for the results natoka like December 15th, mid-December mostly. And then now RD, which is regular decision, you apply in like January 1st. Most of them results natoka huko March. That one you can apply I think up to 20 schools on the Common App.
Okay.
Yes.
So guys, I think the best way, I think what we are getting from Abel here is go to Common App, and what he's talking about will make sense.
Yeah. So if you go to Common App, pia kuna activities. Yeah. So alafu kuna mashule like this. It's places. It's really user friendly, so it's easy to navigate. Yeah. So you can check the schools that are in the Common App. Alafu na select the school now to now come to your tabs to your tab.
Okay.
Then now you can check the school website. Do your research on the school. The easiest thing is to start. Once you start applying, now you discover other things that maybe I've left out or forgotten, or if you're still like having some things are not clear. Once you now start the journey, you now stumble upon them as you continue.
Okay.
you learn also along the way.
So you learn by doing.
Yeah, because it's a lot of things and it's a long process.
Yeah.
Because if like people prepare like from January until November or even December, if you're doing even at least.
So maybe for you can even share your experience. You prepared for how long? For a year, right? 1 year.
I started like May, April.
Okay.
May, June, April.
May, June, and then you came. It took you 1 year, right? Is it?
Then I applied. I applied in November. Yeah, so
preparation. You started preparation May.
Yeah.
And you got accepted what month?
December,
and you came January.
I came the next year. The next year September.
So you see, guys, it took that's like 1 year.
It's like 2 years.
2 years almost, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And would you say people who have taken more than 1 year,
yeah,
2 years?
Some people take more than 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people. If you're lucky or if you're good probably sometimes lucky,
and this
you get picked in the first year.
Yeah, and this is for scholarship, guys. We're not talking about self-sponsorship. Self-sponsorship doesn't have to take that long. So we're talking about financial aid here, financial sponsorship. That's how long it takes.
Yeah. I think what really makes it take long is also like Kenyan education system, because CBC the calendar is really different, but before CBC now, tulikuwa tunamaliza in December. Na US schools this begin in September. So now you've already missed that cycle, because deadline ya kuapply ni November 1st. So unasomea KCSE.
So you have to look for next year.
Yeah, so you now look for the next year. We apply now then November.
Yeah.
And the next year, then if you get in now for that year, then now you matriculate in September the next year.
So would you say it's worth it for you? You deferred you deferred your pharmacy degree.
If you get in, it's worth it.
Okay.
It's really worth it.
Okay.
It's also it's 50-50, I'd say. Never really know if you get in or if you won't. But sometimes it seems like you'll never get in, but just like anything else,
you have to try.
Yeah,
you have to try and give it all.
Take your chances and give it your all, and just just do your best and see how it will turn out.
What's your parting shot to everybody who is aspiring out there?
Just start.
Okay.
Once you start it, you just learn along the way, and it becomes easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh, welcome. Yeah.
So guys, that's about it with our conversation. I hope you found it useful. So please, if you have any additional questions, I want to ask you to put in the comment section below. Use the comment section. I'll research for you if I can't answer, because I don't know everything either. I try to bring you people who have gone through the process. My nephew has, and obviously he's here trying to tell you where to start. So I think for me, the takeaway in this conversation is, if you don't get started, then you wouldn't know what to ask. So get started with the Common App, and then questions will roll from there. So let's get started, guys. I wish you luck, and let me know what additional content you want to continue seeing. I really appreciate you, and my aim is to be useful to you. So I'll see you in my next video. Until then, kwaheri.